So this video is coming to you from my office, my new office. For those of you that have been following my newsletter, you know that I moved in March into my flat, and I had so grateful that I had the chance with the place where I am now to have a separate office. So it's set up, have a lot of work stuff there, a lot of my favourite things, a lot of favourite photos, one of my favourite posters here. And I procrastinated for so long about getting this organised. I really don't understand why it took so long. So it's taken 4 months. It's now beginning of July, and it's taken 4 months. And the shelves were here. Everything just went straight on the shelves. And I just didn't have a desk and a chair. Stuff was in storage. My old desk was really old. Argos probably, that I'd seen many years and fell apart when I tried to move it, and I never really had a proper chair. So I thought, right, get sorted, and I'll have the both. And it's taken me 4 months, and I don't know why I procrastinated, because now I'm here. I'm really happy with it. It's wonderful. I can see outside. Let me see if I can turn this. I'm not sure I can turn this round. I'll have to show you, but on another time. But it's just beautiful. It's lovely. I can see out into the street, which is really quiet, and opposite to the park, and it's just wonderful. I'm really happy with it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why we procrastinate, or what we can do. We know why we procrastinate. We procrastinate because things are boring, they're repetitive, we don't want to do things, and yeah, there's other things that are more interesting. So we leave things until the last minute. And some of us are much better at doing things at the last minute. We're kind of last minute people. And you know, we kind of sprint to the finish, a bit like the hare and the tortoise, and we kind of sprint to the finish at the end rather than plodding along on the way. I'm very much the hare, but what really helps for me is just to kind of make a list of things that I need to do. So I have it in place, I've got it organised, I know what I'm going to do, and then when I get there, I actually celebrate. And celebrating is good, and I think what I really didn't do this time was set a deadline. So when you find that you're procrastinating, if you set a deadline and think, okay, this has to be finished by such and such a date, and I didn't with this one. I just didn't set it. I just thought, oh, it'll be sorted, I'll get it sorted, knowing that it was me that was going to have to sort it. And in some places, sometimes as well, I'm a little bit of too much of a perfectionist, so that's one of the other things. Don't try to make it perfect. So you can't actually see, but I ordered a chair and it was one of those self-assembly ones, and I couldn't get the arms on the chair. So until my daughter comes around tomorrow and helps me put the arms on the chair, and it's not difficult, it's just a question I don't have enough hands to hold it, put the screw in, keep it aligned. But I'm still able to work on the stool, and it goes up and down and it does everything that it should do. I just don't have a chair back, and I don't have any arms. It will be sorted, and it still meant that I can work in here this week, which has been absolutely wonderful. So it'd be great to let you know what works for you when you're procrastinating, and why you procrastinate, and actually what you do to celebrate. So for me, actually just celebrating has been coming into the office and spending some time in here, and sharing it with you. So I'm happy about that, and I'd love to hear what you've been up to. So do keep in touch. Okay.